Hey, my name is Justin Miller, and I want to talk to you about the Helium Mobile Unlimited plan and their ability to allow you to earn mobile rewards through their discovery mapping. So let's get into this. Hopefully the music here won't be too loud. I do apologize. They just decided to turn it up a few minutes ago. What are you going to do? I don't even know why I'm out here. I'm freezing my butt off, and this little tiny fire here is the only thing that's keeping me warm. Well, that and drinking. So I might as well drink more, right? Okay. So first of all, for those of you not familiar, Helium has a mobile unlimited plan. If you want to get phone service through Helium, you can do so. You can do it on your phone or through the website. Either choice, there is a refer a friend code. So if you do choose to sign up, please do consider using this code right here. I'll put it in the description below as well as links. And this will give you $5 towards paying for your plan, as well as $5 paying for my plan. And that definitely helps me out doing all of the testing that I'm doing right now. So I would really appreciate it. Thank you. Now, that being said, if you're interested in using their plan for making mobile tokens, you're going to want to do two things. First of all, you want to go under Wallet. And under Wallet, there is an option under Badges to sign up for this subscriber badge. If you don't have it, there'll be an option to sign up for it. And then once you're signed up for it, you can go under Mapping. And here under Mapping, you can go to Mapping at the top and turn on Enable Discovery Mapping. As it says, by sharing your location, you enable a better, more efficient Helium mobile network and can earn mobile rewards in the process. So, all sounds great, right? And that being said, I happen to be looking at my feed. Now, I've only signed up for the last couple days here, but if we start here at the bottom, you're going to see that I've made, so here I had 738 mapping events, and I made 1,243 mobile. Then the next day, I had 1,805 mapping events, and I made 1,230 mobile, so less. Then the day after that, I had 26 mapping events, and I made 1,236 mobile, so more. And I got to ask myself, do mapping events even enter into this? I don't know how they calculate these numbers, but forgetting that for a second, forgetting even how they calculate it, we're looking at something around 1,230, right? Well, if we go over to my miner here, and granted, my miner is transferring data, not that much, but a little bit of data. But if I go and look at that feed for the last couple days, I'm going to see I got around, on Saturday, I got 1,154. On Sunday, I got 1,157. On Monday, I got 1,184. Tuesday, 1,194. Wednesday, 1,247. Thursday, 1,153. And on Friday, I actually did pretty good. I got 1,350. But all of that being said, as an average, it seems actually a little lower than my discovery mapping rewards. So it got me wondering, is it worth doing discovery mapping more than even having a Helium indoor mobile hotspot in your house? Quite frankly, I don't know. I'm just kind of doing the research, wanted to go online and check this stuff out. First of all, I did explain how to enable discovery mapping on your phone, but they go into much more detail here on this page. If you want, I've added a link in the description to this page for you to go check out. So please do check out my description and take a look at it for you. But there's also this discovery mapping frequently asked questions. So again, what is discovery mapping? It allows subscribers to be eligible to earn rewards by sharing their location. Subscribers who participate in discovery mapping are provided a valuable service to the Helium Mobile network, and discovery mapping allows us to understand where Helium Mobile subscribers are using the network and identify opportunities for efficient enhancement of the network. And then it talks about what data you're using. It's using Discovery mapping is toggled on Helium Mobile, collects a subscriber's latitude and longitude, timestamp of location of sharing events, and subscriber's wallet public key. Now, I know some people don't like to be monitored. So if you don't, definitely you don't want discovery mapping turned on. You probably don't want to get into Dymo or most other systems out there that are offering to pay you via mobile to research where you go and what you do. But here's the big part for us. When do I earn rewards? If your app shares at least 5 events within 2 non-consecutive hours each day, when your device is connected to the Helium mobile network, you can be eligible for rewards. Well, there you go. Okay, 5 events, which I'm not 100% sure what an event is, within at least 2 non-consecutive hours each day. So in other words, that event can occur within the same 2-hour period. Interesting, but that doesn't give me a lot of details, to be honest. I don't know what an event actually even is. Now, I've done my research, and first of all, this is connected to HIP 53 and HIP 79. So HIP 53 basically defined everything, and it defined it as you see here back in 2022, and it basically defined mappers, as it says here, runs a network mapping app on the phone or uses a dedicated mapper device to verify coverage provided by the hotspot host. Mappers are required to be subscribers. So there we go with subscribers. And it says here, receives mobile mining rewards for mapping network coverage. So that's great. Here is where mappers got described. It actually was kind of interesting to me. It also describes hotspot hosts, hotspot vendors, and service providers. Kind of made me want to be one of those. But as it says down here, you have to stake a minimum of 50 million mobile in the case of hotspot vendors or 500 million mobile in the case of service providers. I can't do that. I don't got that kind of money. So never mind. Let's move on. So as I went through HIP 53, the big place that was interesting was right here, okay? So mappers will earn 10% of all mobile tokens minted. Tokens will be distributed to mappers as a function of the number of incentive points accumulated by all mappers on the network during an epoch. Initially, incentive points are issued to mappers using a simple rule. Mappers receive 1 point each time it witnesses an eligible hotspot. Well, there you go, 1 point. Okay. It says later the point system can be adjusted, and it did, through mapping algorithms with elements of gamification. So right there, they want you to gamify Helium. And then it says individually hourly mobile is earned by a mapper is calculated using the following formula. So individual hourly mobile earned by mapper Y is based off of that hourly incentive point earned by mapper Y divided by the incentive points issued to all mappers, and then multiplied by the 10% that they're going to give you of the total amount that they're offering. Again, when it comes to Helium, we're talking about a large pool of offered Helium, or mobile tokens in this case, and then it gets divided between all the subscribers out there. And it was interesting to me because I didn't actually realize that when it comes to mobile, what we're talking about, based off this information, is a 7-year system. Now, granted, this was 2022 when this was written, so what we're talking about is 5 years left for all of this to occur. So we have 5 years to get mobile tokens by using their phone system or their Wi-Fi hotspots, or even their Freedom Fi with their CBRS cells on your roof. Just something to consider right there. Now, I jumped over to HIP 75 because HIP 75 changed everything, and this was in, as it says, March of 2023. And it says here that this HIP proposes revising the reward service for service providers and mappers, reducing the reward bucket for service providers from 20 to 10%, and increasing the reward bucket for mappers from 20 to 20% from 10%. So all of a sudden, we changed things in 2023, and we increased the amount of money we would give, mobile token we would give to mappers, which, yay, right? If you have a phone service through Helium, now you're going to get more. Never heard about it in 2023 until December, but still glad to have the opportunity. So it goes into a lot of detail here, and I don't want to get into all of this, but it says right here at the bottom, given the above, this HIP proposes the following framework for discovery mapping reward points. So maybe this is what they're using now. Each modeled coverage Res 12 hex charges up by accumulating 1 reward point per hour to a maximum of 168 hours or 7 days. So I guess at the maximum, it's available to give 168 reward points every Res 12 hex. And then a mapper completes verification by attempting to connect to a radio inside a mapped hex and reporting a success or failure with a timestamp and GPS location. So whether it can connect or can't connect doesn't matter. The point being is that it needs to know whether it can connect or can't connect, and as well as when that occurred and where it occurred. Makes sense. Verification of a hex award. Verification of hex awards the accumulated reward points to the verifying mapper. Yay. And then the verification of the hex resets or discharges in the hex to 0 reward points, and then reduces the points of all adjacent hexes by 50%. Okay. That's interesting. So once it rewards you, it discharges to 0. So I guess it doesn't give you any more rewards. And then the maximum number of 672 reward points can be earned by a single mapper to verify that the same radio during any 7-day period. So I guess then it's 0 until 7 days go by, and then it resets itself, meaning that it's possible I won't earn any reward points today because whatever radios I went by went to 0. Okay, this is where I get a little confused because, quite frankly, we're talking about mobile, right? We're talking about Freedom Fi and CBRS cells, and we're also talking about Helium hotspots, both indoor and outdoor. So that being said, if we look at any particular location out there, I mean, for me, and I'm just basing it off me, not where you live. Maybe it's totally different where you live, but I don't have a whole lot of Freedom Fis around me or indoor hotspots to connect to, let alone outdoor hotspots. So I don't even know if they're using this. Maybe they're using that 1-point system right now. It's very confusing to me, and I'd love to know if anybody is aware out there and can tell me exactly whether these are actually the systems they're using or what they're using to figure out, these things on my phone that say I had 28 mapping events or I had 1,805 mapping events. Because I would really love to understand these mapping events. I assume these mapping events mean 1 point in this whole system. And if we go back to a HIP 53, then that makes a little more sense. As it says, mappers receive 1 point each time it witnesses an eligible hotspot. But again, that being said, I can't imagine I witness any eligible hotspots at all but the one in my house. And if I even witness it once, isn't it supposed to go to 0 and then start all over? So, super confused by this. Would love for people to tell me and explain to me how it works. Please put it in the description. Please put it in the comments below. Definitely appreciate it. And last of all, I just want to point out, and this is interesting to me too. I went to heliumgeek.com, and again, I'll put this link in the description. But it shows here how many subscribers there are. So, looking at the last just month, we went from 2,155 subscribers back in November 7th. So my apologies, more like 2 months. And now we're hitting 13,256 subscribers. This is my second. I apologize to everybody. And then that being said, way back on November 7th, seems like every individual mobile subscriber was getting more like 7,607 helium or mobile helium. And now they're getting for mobile only like 1,236, which is again what I'm getting. So as we always talk about, the amount that you're going to get is going to lower every day. And again, it's a sort of, at this point, as of 2024 in January, it's a 5-year plan, right? And at the end of 5 years, we're done. So just something to think about. So what do you think about all of this? Please put it in the comments below. I appreciate those viewers who are watching. I apologize for some of the mistakes I've made, but I admit it's cold as hell out here, and I've been drinking. So you all have a great day today, too. I'm going to continue to have a great day. Please do like and subscribe, and see you all later.